Camille and Mercedes Monet split after months of this duo not working out. Camille is meant to be sort of like the diesel heater for Mercedes Monet. You saw it?
God, I did. Terrible. Terrible.
Tell us,
But
tell us what you saw. Describe the segment for those who haven't seen it.
first of all, Monet, she's like the worst interview in the world. She says that I'm the greatest. I mean, that gets heat with you. Yes, granted it gets heat, but that's her only go-to. I'm this, I'm that, And finally, when the girl got up and quit, yeah, but now what are the now? Remember, I've said this before. It's not the first step you make in an angle. It's the second step that's more important. Now, what are they going to follow this up with? But you know what I would do if they want heat on her? Now, since what's the girl that quit? What's her name?
Camille.
Camille quit. I would have Monet just apologize to her, almost sickening. And then you could do it on the same show or the next show and then I do it on the same show. I just have Monet just beat the living crap out of her and tie a rope around her neck and drag her around the ring and just stomp the hell out of her. Because now now you would get some sympathy on Camille. Camille is much bigger than Monet anyway. But I think I don't know what they're going to try to do with Monet anyway, but I've never really been a strong supporter of hers because she is a bad, bad talker. Of course, Camille was, they're going to have to do a physical angle here because they're not going to go back and forth with their talking.
You're not going to talk them in the building.
That will stop. Dutch. No, they will not. So you'll talk them out of the building. You'll talk them out of the building after they get in the ring. You say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go to the concession stand." That's what you don't want. So, and this is going to be to me, just looking at it, the girls are not experienced enough. I think it's going to be a short angle, a short one. So,
explain what a heater is for people. The wrestling terminology. What is a heater?
A heater is somebody that just goes to the ring and just get heats just standing there. I used to go to the ring in WWE as Zeb Colter. I could just stand there and look at them. And they say, they would get hot because they didn't like me anyway. Or some of them liked me, but some of them didn't like me, really didn't like me. And I'd just stand there and look at them. Then I tell them the first person that says a word, I'm going to send Jack out there and he's going to beat the crap out of each and every one of you. So don't try to run because he'll catch you. And you just say little things like that. And they've never heard that before. See, some of my interviews, I would tell people, it's just, they had never heard it. And the thing about Zeb Colter, I'm on another subject now, but everybody thought I would just be so hated. Well, I was halfway. But the other half kind of like me, almost like the election that they just had in the United States. The country was split. So, and they think that the Democrat getting votes, it wasn't her getting the votes. It was not a vote for her. It was a vote against Trump. And he still beat him. So anyway, but that's neither here nor there. So it's not a political show. So,
well, let me.
And I wish you would quit. I wish you would quit talking politics because I don't want to hear it.
No, I'm sorry. I
don't want to hear it.
Try my best. Very briefly, a way of it doing really well is Diesel with Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash with Shawn Michaels. Much bigger guy than Shawn Michaels, and no one would ever touch him. And he would help Shawn win here and there, and he was so big that people sort of clamoring to see him wrestle eventually, and he ended up being a big star. Camille, they went the opposite way. What they did was they had, obviously, Camille a lot bigger than Mercedes Monet, and then they had people beat Camille like a goddamn drum. How about that for a dynamic?
Are you? Wait a minute. You say now that Camille's going to start getting beat?
Oh no, she's no. When she was just being the manager outside, she seemed to get attacked and lose and be beaten up constantly.
Well, they're trying to change that. I didn't see that. I haven't watched. I haven't watched AEW in quite a while because I only watch shows that I'm paid to watch. So if you're not going to pay me to watch it, then I don't know what they're doing.
Right, that's your next GoFundMe, the Watch AEW Dynamite GoFundMe. It needs to be topped up by 1,000 a week.